Good morning, students. Now we are going to see fifth unit. In that we are going to see what is work center, shop floor control, Johnson's algorithm, Jane chart, and personal scheduling in service. These are all the topics now we are going to see. In that first is work center. Work center is an operation that carried out a work center. In a SAP system, work centers are business objects that can represent the following real work centers. For example, machine works, production lines, assembling the work centers, employees and groups of employees. Uses of the work center is said to be an together with the bills of materials, routines, and work centers belongs to the most important master data in the production planning and a control system. Work centers are used in a task system, list operation and work orders. Task list, for example, routining, maintaining task list, inspection of plants, standard of networks, work orders and created for production and their quality, plant assurance, plant maintenance, and the project system networks. These are all the work system uses. Now we are going to see work center in scheduling. Scheduling is said to be an operating time and formulas are entered into the work centers so that the duration of the operation can be calculated using this. There are some importance were involved in this scheduling. Scheduling is the act of planning your activities to achieve your goals and priorities. SAP. SAP is said to be a major thing that were involved in our subject. SAP is said to be a system application thing that stands for a system application and products in data processing. Like we have discussed about the ERP software in our class. ERP software is said to be an software that helps in the day-to-day operation of an enterprise. SAP system offers a real-time visibility across the enterprise also. These are all the steps to create the SAP. There are some users that were involved in SAP. SAP scheduling is used to calculate the time, end time, start time of an operation, and it is used to show the end of an operation, start period of an operation also. Next we are going to see what is floor management and their uses. Floor management is developing and managing a floor operations, inventories, equipments and workers. A shop floor being participants of the production base. It is a nothing but it is an interior work of our outlet, and how you are covering the customers to enjoy your products also. Likewise, we can say the ceiling of an floor, and we can say the lighting of a floor, etc. of our outlet. It is said to be a shop floor management. Then we are going to see the shop floor management floor system. In that, first we are going to see what is product data management. Product data management is nothing but it is used to the capacity planning system, and it provides the information about the billings of materials, work centers and routines. The inventory of management also allows the track materials between the inventory and the storage locations of the shop floor. You can perform the inventory issues, commitments and completions of the track order quantity throughout the production process. In that, there are some sales order management also. It is used to generate the works order when you enter a sales and update the sales information within the shop floor system. Then we are going to see capacity requirement. Capacity requirements is in a planning system reads the routines for work time, orders, rate, scheduling, monitor and load of the work centers involved. This allows you to efficiently manage the loads of your work centers and minimize the production and meet scheduled demand. Next we are going to see payroll. Payroll system's interface allows the signal entry of employees' hours. You can record the hours and quantity per hour request of per employee to accommodate both price rate and hourly rate employees. These are all the features that were involved in the shop floor management. One is hours and quantity tracking, process, routining, and blending, filling and packing is nothing but procedure and track work orders, the filling and packaging of the loop line finished goods. Blending products requires more than one or byproduct. Blending or filling on the same order and flushing the step is required that produce a byproduct. Using a super blackfish to complete this product in separate steps. Now we are going to see production scheduling and tracking. Scheduling work center production of rate schedule. Work orders are both. Track and compare the planned production schedule against the actual schedule. Schedule information in real time. Calculate the start and complete the dates for which production of work and operation of the floor management. Control retuning instruction of the table. Maintain the rate schedule and after using the MRP also. Next we are going to see manufacturing accounting. Plan and track cost for setup, labor, material or overhead. Pair planned cost against the actual cost and evaluate the variance amount. Use future cost present of byproduct. Create a journal entries to charge actual and various cost of work to order schedule in the general journal. Next we are going to see material tracking. It is nothing but create a parts list of automatically when you process a work order and display the quantity of an order handwork available for the each part. Access the detailed information about the supply chain management also. These are all the phases that were involved in shop control system. Next we are going to see what is John algorithm and what are all the uses of John algorithm. John algorithm is nothing but it is used to way to find the shortest path between the pairs of vertices in each weighted directed graph. It works by using a Bellman-Ford algorithm to compute a transformation of an input graph that removes all the negativity weights, allowing to be a transformed graph. These are all the steps that were involved in John's algorithm. I have given some example. Please go through it. There are some preconditions were used in this John's algorithm. You can see listed 4 preconditions. Please go through that also. There are some rules that were involved in John's algorithm. Next we are going to see what is Gantt chart and what are all the Gantt chart uses. Gantt chart is used, which is a series of horizontal lines, shows the amount of work done or production completed in a certain period of time in relation of the amount planned for those periods. Gantt chart is nothing but it gives the schedule of a project and it says the starting and ending point of a period schedule of a project. This is an example of project schedule which is based on the Gantt chart. These are all the steps to create a Gantt chart in Excel sheet. Next we are going to see what is scheduling in operation management. Scheduling in the production and operation management. Scheduling can be defined as a prescribing when and where each operation necessary to manufacture the product to be performed. It is also defined as the establishing of time at which to being and complete each event or operation comprise a procedure. It is said to be a scheduling in services. These are all the principles that were involved in scheduling. First is optimum task size. Optimum task size scheduling tends to achieve a minimum efficiency when the task size are small and all the tasks are some order to magnitude. Next we are going to see optimum production plan. This is the planning should be such that imposes an equal load on all plans. Next is optimum sequence. Scheduling tends to be achieve the minimum efficiency where the work is planned so that the work hours are normally used in the same sequence. These are all the principles that were involved in scheduling. Next, these are all the input that were involved in scheduling. There are some types that were involved in scheduling strategies. First is detailed scheduling. It is a detailed scheduling jobs that are arrived from customers impactable in actual manufacturing situation. Changes in order, equipment's breakdown and unforeseen events became the plans. Next is cumulative studying. Cumulative studying total workload is useful for especially for a long range planning of capacity needs. This may load the current period and it is underload future periods. It has some means to control the jobs. Next is cumulative detailed. Cumulative detailed is a combination of both feasible and practical approach. It masters the schedule, has fixed and flexible positions. Next is priority decision rules. These rules are used for scheduling guides towards the end of the complete of all the products are in to be in a dated. These are all the types of forward scheduling. First is forward scheduling and backward scheduling. I have mentioned this what is forward scheduling and backward scheduling detailing in this diagram. Please go through this. Thank you for listening, students. Thank you so much.